When you look at these pairs of photos, you start to notice a kind of visual echo. That's exactly how British photographer Michael Freeman wants you to see China. In one frame, the golden reflection of building glass in Beijing's Sanlitun. In another, the sunlight catching the maple leaves in Suzhou's lingering garden.
China's too big, in all senses, for any one person to be able to say, oh, this is China. So it occurred to me to use an editorial technique that I'm very familiar with, that all magazines and illustrated book publishers use, which is pairing pictures. Every photographer has his or her own way of seeing the visual things that attract their eye. So you quite often repeat yourself stylistically across different places and different subjects.
Michael Freeman first came to China in 1985 on assignment for the Smithsonian Magazine. His story then was about the Milu, a deer species once extinct in China, now being reintroduced from the UK. He has been returning to China ever since, 40 years and counting.
In China, I've done 2 books, one on the tea horse row, another on all kinds of tea. There's so many interesting things that I know nothing about, added to which this is a country which is growing very, very fast economically. I feel, at least among the Chinese friends I have, there's always this sense of positivity, doing new things, having success, this sort of underlying energy that makes me feel also energetic when I come to China.
Freeman grew up during what he calls the golden era of reportage photography, a time when photographers told stories through sequences of images for major international magazines. That way of seeing never left him. He approaches photography not as isolated images, but as stories built from many moments.
This angle, you get to see all the buildings, but they're actually compressed into not a wide frame, but a normal-sized frame. And the first time was in 2011, and then 7 years later. So there's not a lot of time in between them, but it's enough time for things to have happened architecturally. Some new buildings have risen, the trees have grown. And I just like the idea of just seeing small changes that go on.
Freeman calls Shanghai the magic city, 魔都, as locals do, but for a slightly different reason. In 1953, Life magazine in the US published a picture story by Austrian photographer Ernest Haas on New York. It was the first purely photographic story for the world's largest picture magazine, and it was titled Images of a Magic City.
In the 50s, New York was the world's most exciting city, without question. But we're 70 years later, and surely the mantle of most exciting city in the world should fall on Shanghai. That's what I believe. Ernst Haas influenced me greatly when I was a young photographer. He was a foreigner. I'm a foreigner in China. Outsiders don't have any particular claim to be better observers, but our eyes are perhaps caught by different subjects and different moments.